Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another watch along, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to watch AC Milan take on Newcastle, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle. Can you zoom in, please, camera? To take on Newcastle in the UEFA Champions League. It feels disgusting that Liverpool Football Club ain't in this competition. Absolutely disgusting. But listen, I am a content creator. This is what I do for a living, dog. So we ain't gonna skip none of this stuff just because Liverpool ain't in the Champions League. We'll be running them UCL stuff anyway. You get me, blood? So everyone watching this right now or on the replay, you guys already know the drill. This is a watch along, which means I want three things. I'm gonna need you to slap the like button. I'm gonna need you to subscribe to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Everyone right now, please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Run me your predictions in the comment section down below. I want to see who gets the result right. And let's get this party started. So, drop me your predictions. Slap the like button. Subscribe to This is Football. There's I believe, a minute's silence. So, big up to everyone watching us right now. Big up to my guy Waves, who says he would choke on chewing gum while playing football. Fairs. We are, of course, with the people of Morocco and Libya. Allah yarhamhum. You know, big up to all my lovely people, man, in Morocco and Libya. Allah يرحم كل الموتى ويشفي كل للمجروحين إن شاء الله يا رب. Big up to Slim Ake, big up to Nino, big up to Davide. I'm calling you all by your Italian names to go. Big up to Slime, big up to Danilo. So, can we wait for the whistle? Yalla ya habibi, whistle ya akhi. Ya Allah, look at these Newcastle players doing a huddle and shit. You're gonna lose anyway. Bloody hell. Yalla, referee. Blow the whistle, habibi. We need to start, ya akhi. Ya Allah. Ya akhi, whistle. Yalla. Okay, everything is ready. The ball is ready. The players are ready. Can we whistle now? Hello? Ref? And finally, we have kicked off at the San Siro. Big up to Yusuf. Big up to Football Matters. Big up to Connor. Man like Connorinho is in the building. Big up to LFCA Aaron. Big up to Just Tabang, my brother. You understand? Big up to Paul Hughes. And make sure you're listening to him and slapping the like button. Big up to Ad, who says 3-1 to Newcastle. Big up to Del Wavinho, who says 3-1. Big up to Mr. Mad Hatter from yesterday. I remember your name. He says 2-1 to Newcastle. And it's the same prediction for Yosef. Big up to you, Yosef. Big up to Miro, who says 1-1. Big up to Sean Mack, who says 2-1 to AC Milan. Big up to Slim Aka, who says 1-1 draw. Fair enough. Big up to whatever your name is, who says 3-0 to Milan. Forza Milan settings for me today. Forza Milan settings for two reasons. I hate that Newcastle is in my place. Number two, I can't lie, when the game was starting, they were showing the fine-ass woman in the crowd, and it's just Forza Milan settings. I'm sorry, I just can't. You know, big up to all the lovely women. See, Nadir is 100% Arab like me. 100% Arab. He saw 2-3 blondies and khalas, it's Forza Milan. Same like me, wallahi. This is how we move. Anyway, lineups: Manyan, Calabria, Tau, Tomore, Hernandez, Loftus-Cheek, Krunic, Pobega, Chukwueze, Giroud, and Leao. The Newcastle lineup is Pope, Trippier, Schär, Botman, Byrne, Longstaff, Gemarish, Tonali, Gordon, Isaac, and Jacob Murphy. Say, wallahi, they're pulling up with Dan Byrne to the San Siro. That's mad, blood. That's mad. Anyway, run up them likes, subscribe. Chat, can you answer him, please? Can you answer him, please? Because he's clearly, he's really doing a dumbass question. Man like Tomasinho Littlino. How are you doing, Tom Little? Make sure to go subscribe to his channel. Everyone in the chat, let him know that happy birthday to him because he does turn 17 today. So happy birthday, Tom Little. The champions. The champions. Hello, Allah King Mo, Habibi. How are you? How is everyone, man? How is your days? Doesn't Tuesdays and Wednesdays feel like crap without Liverpool Football Club? It does. Happy birthday, Tom. 100%. He turns 13 today. Do you reckon Tom is too old or too young for the Chelsea project? That was Waves' joke. I stole it. Waves can hold that. No, actually, Waves can't hold that. Waves is my brother. Everyone in the chat, my brother. How bad is this Milan team? To be fair, quite bad. Anyway, they are on the attack with Hernandez. Leao, who's going to cause them a whole... Oh, Leao with a shot saved by Nick Pope. Too old for the Chelsea project. Fairs, blood. Yo, out of context is in the building. How you doing, dog? The champions. This is so bad. You know, I tweeted out earlier on, even Joel from the guy who films with Rio Ferdinand replied to me. He's like, oh, Europa League, do your thing. But I'm saying this as a non-bias. I'm saying this genuinely. I think even Waves and the non-Liverpool fans in the chat would agree with me. The Champions League without Liverpool is just dead. Dead without Liverpool. Can't have a UEFA Champions League without Liverpool Football Club. 6-time Champions League winners. And unfortunately for me, Liverpool have done me dirty. Because this Thursday, instead of going out, inshallah, I'm going to sit up here and do Liverpool versus Last Cleanse. Now, let me tell you a real funny moment as Newcastle are on the attack here with Isak. Let's just watch this attack and then I'll tell you the funny moment. Gordon. Trippier with a cross and it's cleared from Tomori. You know, let me just tell you one thing on a reel, okay? On a reel, you know what's mad? I spoke to Vel yesterday, and as you guys, everyone knows, Vel makes the thumbnails, and big up to him, elite thumbnails every single time. But you know what Vel tells me? He's trying to find a player from Last Cleanse to put on the thumbnail. He's trying to find a player from Last Cleanse to put on the thumbnail. Done out here. Wallahi, done out here. You just cannot. Newcastle on the attack here cleared. This guy found me 3 random guys. Let me actually get you their names. First guy I still remember because I can't pronounce it. His name is Lujebicic. That was the first guy he intended to put on the thumbnail. Second guy is, there's a guy named Go Ginger. And then the third guy he names Florian Flecker. How am I am from Jordan in the Middle East. How am I supposed to be expected to pronounce all these useless guys' names? Leipzig scored against who? Vel always delivers. Definitely, dog. The champions. You only know Flecker? How the hell you know Flecker? That's the $1 million question. Leo. I can't lie to you. You know what I hate? In general, I'm going to answer the question from a general life perspective. You know what I hate? Waves is hypocrisy and double standards. UEFA and Gary Neville and Carragher came out and gave speeches about the Super League. And then you know what they did? They gave us a Super League, but their own version of the Super League. That's literally all they did. They made Super League, but their own version of it. They literally made a Super League, but with their own flavor. That's it. I don't like it at all. You know what it is? There's a saying as well, because I like sometimes to use real life information. There's a saying, don't fix what ain't broken. Brother, no one had a problem with the UCL. It was already enjoyable AF. It was already fun AF. We didn't need this crap. Why? Why? Big up to my guy Kenneth for sending in a super chat. Big up, Kenneth. I can cry reading this super chat. I can actually cry. He says Newcastle fielding Danburn, Longstaff, and Murphy in the UCL shows how bad we were last season to miss out on the Champions League. Eh? This AC Milan team, let's just go look at this AC Milan team. Who would I take in my team? Would I take Manyan? No. Would I take Calabria? No. Tau? No. Tomore? No. Hernandez? No. Loftus-Cheek, Krunic, and Pobega? Not taking any of them. Would I take Chukwueze, Giroud? No. Maybe the only guy I'm taking from that whole Milan team to start in my thing is Leao. Leao is the only guy from that whole team that starts for Liverpool. You know, so you put Leao, Salah, and someone down the middle, and you're cooking. Other than that, I'm gonna be real with you. All of them, they don't even start, fam. They don't even start. Like they'd be lucky to make it to the match day squad. Yet here they are in the Champions League. Hey, it's sad, wallahi. Wallahi, it's sad. But in the words of, I think it was LFC for the double or just Tabang earlier on, bro, we only have ourselves to blame. Who am I gonna blame? Liverpool Football Club. You know? Tomorrow don't start for us. He ain't better than Konate. He ain't better than Van Dijk. Behave. Slap the likes, guys. Subscribe. Yalla. Big up to Kenneth for the super chat. Make sure you're all liking and subscribing. Now, yalla. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We told you we're going to give you consistent content, and we are delivering. So slap the like button. It helps the channel out. And subscribe to This Is Football. How are Nick Pope and Dan Burn in the Champions League and Mo Salah ain't? Wallah, this is haram. This is so wrong, dog. This is the life we chose. That is true, my brother. Big up, Steve. Run the likes. You get me, blood. We'll try to make this... Look, you know, my job as a content creator is to make games as entertaining as possible. And I'm going to be honest with you, this game so far, 10 minutes into this, has been boring AF. But this is why I'm here. To give you guys entertainment. So like and subscribe, innit? I hope PSG Dortmund ain't boring. Wow, LFC for the double. Wow. Be honest, don't you deserve mute? Sad is asking, would I do a Bayern Man United watch along? I'm gonna let my chat answer you. Do you think Hussam is gonna do a Bayern Man United watch along? Everyone answer. Everyone answer for real. Do you think I'm gonna do that watch along? Knowing me, knowing what Don Hussam represents, do you think I'm gonna do that? Be real. Everyone says yes, except one fraud. Let me show you the fraud. This is the fraud. Yusuf, wallah, you deserve slap. When have there ever been a Man United time where there was my time to hate and I didn't hate? You know I am born to hate Manchester United. I'm born to hate them, Yusuf. And you deserve slap for this comment right here. 100%. You know, Bayern are gonna... You know, I actually said, if Man United win, I'll sing Glory, Glory, Man United. That's how confident I am that they'll lose. Hey, game's the game, brother. Game's the game. I think Bayern will win 4-0 tomorrow. That's a fair opinion. That ain't even wild. Digital Drifters in the building. Where the hell you been? Big up my guy Davide in the chat. Yes, 100%. Rakesh knows ball. I'm there to hate on Man United. Tomorrow is a hate along. Tomorrow it's, inshallah, I'll be here, Mia San Mia. Tomorrow I will wake up a man born in Munich. It's just how it goes. Bayern Munich is my second club tomorrow. Who do you think will win the Champions League this season? Not Man United. Oh, AC Milan on the attack here. Shot! Ooh, Nick Pope with a save. Okay, first chance. Rafael Leao gets the ball. Leao. Cross, far post. Chukwueze, and it's saved by Nick Pope. AC Milan have woken up. Bayern aren't as good as they once were, but when's the last time Man United was good, full stop? Hernandez. What's Lederhosen? Harry Kane for a hat-trick, says Chris. Chris knows ball, man. I really think, you know what? Sometimes I do agendas, sometimes I do facts. And factually speaking, I really believe that Man United will lose by 4 or more goals. Ooh! Loftus-Cheek across! Poor pass from Loftus-Cheek. Terry knows he's in a relegation battle. Hey, that straight facts will hit like crack. Crossed in, and Nick Pope clears it. Oh, bad clearance. Loftus-Cheek. Header back in. Olivier! And Pope saves it. This is one thing Newcastle have to learn quick in the Champions League. They have to learn quick. Any mistake in the Champions League is costly. And then AC Milan park the bus and you can play till tomorrow and you won't score. Pioli. Crossed in. Header, Loftus-Cheek, far post. Leao keeps it in. Oh, I can't lie. Milan are on the attack here. Milan are on the attack. The game is heating up, which is exactly what we need. Listen, 15 minutes into the game is heating up. Get ready for some footballing action, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone watching us right now, slap the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Big up to Kenneth for sending in a super chat. Big up, Kenneth. Everyone slam those like buttons and subscribe to This Is Football. Five shots on target for Milan, no shot at all for Newcastle. Yep. And this is what I say. The Champions League, oh, that experience, that stuff like that, it matters. It literally matters. Magnan. You know, Elias, this is genuinely حبيبي يوسف احنا بنمزح معك مالك يا اخي لا تسوي فيها حساس. Elias, first of all, big up for the super chat. Second of all, he says who's winning the Champions League. Third of all, this was my earliest prediction I made. I made this prediction from May last year. I said Manchester City are winning the Champions League. From May last year, I said it. I said they're going to go back to back. If they win one, all hell's going to break loose. All floodgates will open. People think this is a joke. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke, bro. They're going to win the Champions League again. You think I'm joking? I ain't joking. I think Man City are going to go back to back. And there's only one team in the entirety of Europe who could stop them, and that's Real Madrid. They would smash Bayern Munich. They would smash every single club. I'm going to be honest with you. If Liverpool were in the Champions League, I'd probably back them maybe to beat Man City, maybe on a one-off, or maybe even in an aggregate thing. But I'm going to be real with you right now. Man City are going to win it because who else can stop them? And if Man City and Real Madrid are on other sides, it's going to be a Madrid City final. Simple as. Okay, you guys say don't say Man City. Okay, who's going to win it then? Give me an example. Other than City and Real Madrid, who has a chance? This is why I say the Champions League is weak. Big up to Rafael Hernandez, who's actually one of the big Barcelona accounts who follows me. He even done a show with me on the channel. And he told me, he says, Hussam, you know how mad it is without Liverpool? And I'm like, okay, explain to me. He's like, I actually count Liverpool as favorites till the second. And then I just remember they're not in the Champions League. He tells me, he's a Barcelona fan. He tells me, Hussam, sometimes I just think of like who could win the Champions League this season. And Liverpool just come to my mind, even though they're not in the comp. Tells you all you need to know, bro. Tells you all you need to know. Is that Raichu? Raichu, where the hell you been? Isn't the final at Wembley this season? Yep. Used to be Anfield South. Now, unfortunately, it's Manchester City South. It's Etihad South now. Raichu, where the hell you been? We're doing a Dortmund PSG watch along as well, inshallah. So stick around. Barca cannot stop Man City. Waves himself will tell you right now. Waves himself will tell you. You're saying I'm underestimating Barca. Okay, you know what? Let's ask Waves. Waves, if you're in the chat, you're a Barcelona fan or any Barca fan in the chat. Do you honestly think you could beat Manchester City? I don't even think a Barcelona fan would believe that. Chuku crossed in. Oh, good cross. Cleared from Trippier. Back in again. Shot. Oh, save from Nick Pope. I can't lie. Nick Pope's been having a couple of mad moments. Hey, Raichu, when you become rich off that medical stuff, don't forget me. I really don't think Barcelona can beat Manchester City. I think you could just write Manchester City name on it. It's either Manchester City or Real Madrid on a reel. Like, I genuinely don't see any other club beating them. Hey, the game's the game, Elias. The game's the game. I'm not underestimating them. I respect Barcelona. I just don't think they have what it takes for Manchester City. Sufyan says, do I miss my old career? Oh, header! Save from Nick Pope again. Theo should have scored there. I'm going to be real with you. Waves is a Barca fan. Look at his saying. Let's just get out the group. See what I'm telling you? This guy's a Barcelona fan. And he's telling you this. Bro, just speak to your Barca fans. They themselves will tell you Man City would beat them. Let's just cut the crap, you guys. Like, let's just be real. Crossed in. Header. Wide. Big up to Onana. United. Is your name really Onana? Be careful when you're sending super chats, because if you're floppy like Onana, you might send 500 by mistake. Prediction, United win 1-0. Liverpool draw their Europa game, and Don Sam remember this comment in his nightmares. Onana, ladies and gentlemen. I will not respond to you. I will allow Pep Guardiola to respond to you. This is Pep's response to you.
But you know how strong is Arsenal. Yesterday saw the game against Wilson Park. They are exceptional, and Liverpool again. The mentalities continue there.
Manchester United.
Ladies and gentlemen, he thinks Manchester United are going to beat Bayern Munich. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, wide. He thinks Onana, what's my name, thinks Manchester United are going to beat Bayern Munich. Bayern München in the Allianz Arena. You know what I had to do to restore pride in Germany? I went to Germany and I beat Bayern Munich 3-1 in their own backyard. I restored pride after Arsenal took it away. And you think you're going to beat Man United? And you know what it is? I'm not going to get onto you for the Liverpool comment, because Liverpool fans themselves will tell you, if Klopp just fields the fringe players and the youngsters like Ben Doak and blah, 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 we won't be shocked we lose, you know, maybe we draw or whatever. It'll be okay. No one would care. But you acting like you're going to beat Bayern is insanity. Insanity. Be careful. If your hands flop like Onana, you might send a 500 super chat by mistake. Be careful. Have steady hands like Allison. Don't be like Onana. You know what it is? These Man United fans every day prove they're just beyond delusional. Beyond delusional. Tomorrow back to Magnan. تعبور. Come on, man. You guys really think you're going to beat Bayern Munich? Honestly, sometimes, you know, I only have a problem with people who have no self-awareness. Shubham, I don't like it. I don't like the new format. Don't fix what ain't broken. Anyway, big up to Onana, Elias, and Kenneth for the super chats. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing. 150 people in here. Run the likes up right now. Run the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe. Yalla. Big up to everyone who sent in a super chat. Big up to you guys, man. Your support is unreal. Man, I love you all. Trippier. Offside on Newcastle. I think that was Jacob Murphy offside. Thoughts on Sandro Tonali? Good question. Actually, let's ask the entire chat. Because Ryan, he always asks good questions. Comments. What are your thoughts on Sandro Tonali so far for Newcastle? What are your thoughts? I think Sandro Tonali played well for Newcastle so far. I don't think that could just be me. Look at these guys saying he's good looking. Yeah, I'm not asking you about his modeling career. I'm asking you football, yeah. Ya Allah, these guys. I don't think he's all of that, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he's all of that. Fergie brought them on passion to the badge. That's fair, Waves, and that's a valid point. But you know what they also need? They also need a little bit IQ, a little bit brain. You cannot sit up here and actually fully believe that you're going to beat Bayern Munich. You just lost to Brighton Munich. How are you going to be the original? How are you going to be the original? Come on, Jeff. You couldn't even beat Bayern Munich from Wish. You think you can beat the original one? Big up to Onana United, my brother, who says, big up Hussam. If I don't have hope, I have nothing. The Glazers took everything away from me. And this is why Waves is 100% correct to mock every single Manchester United fan. I will ask Onana a question and every Man United fan in the chat one question. If it's the Glazers' fault when you lose, shall we all credit the Glazers when you win? Because this now becomes the $1 million question. If it's the Glazers' fault you lose, is it the Glazers' credit that you win? Simple question. Because you can't have your cake and eat it, as they say. Every time you lose, oh, it's the Glazers. Get the Glazers out of my club. Waves, you know what to do in the chat. And everyone. Get the Glazers out of my club. They're ruining Man United. But when they win, come on, man. It's all Ten Hag's greatness when they win. Bro, you guys are so pathetic. You know what's the difference between me and you, Onana? You can ask the chat right now. I had one of my biggest FSG out videos after 7-0. We beat Man United 7-0. Next day, I did FSG out video. Because I wanted the message to stay the same, win, lose, or draw. Sometimes you have to just blame the manager for the shit that happens on the pitch. This guy bought Mason Mount. He bought Onana. He bought 3/4 of these players. The likes of Veltman and Pascal Gross and Lallana and Welbeck are beating him at Old Trafford. And you come tell me Glazers? If you tell me Glazers is the reason why you can't win the league, I'll tell you fair enough. If you tell me Glazers are the reason why you can't win the Champions League, I'll tell you fair enough. But don't come up here and tell me Glazers is the reason why you can't beat Brighton at home. Come on, man. No way. Tom Little signed a contract extension. Let's go. It's the Glazers. Get the Glazers out of my club. Shut up, man. Ibrahim, why do you repeat the same comment 15 times? Wallahi, we get it. Salah owns Manchester United 100%. That's why he's been refusing to sell. Murphy loses the ball. Chuku. Longstaff on the ground. Loftus-Cheek. Hernandez. Facts, Ryan. The bald fraud was backed. Who wanted Mason Mount? Onana, what happened a few years ago doesn't matter. We're talking about the here and now. There's a reason why I'm doing a Champions League watch along with Newcastle. and AC Milan. We're talking about the here and now. That's what I'm saying. And so is Gary Neville. I saw the Silva one. He's crying at the Champions League. How? Big up to Elias, who says, check Thiago Silva's tweet. I saw it. And Vel sent it to me just now. I just looked at it. My man is upset that he isn't in the Champions League. Oh my God. You have to feel bad for Thiago Silva. I mean, he did win the Champions League for the first time at Chelsea. So you can't really be really mad at him for making the move. But now he's probably thinking, what the hell have I got myself into? But you know who's really thinking that right now? All jokes aside. You know who's really thinking that right now? Caicedo and Lavia. They're thinking, I should have made the right move. Just saying. Let me check. Was that Thiago Silva's first Champions League? Trippier, by the way, with a free kick. Taken quickly. Tonali gets booed. Poor cross. Let's check with his Wikipedia. That was his first Champions League, I reckon. He got one Champions League medal. صح? Yep, he only has one Champions League medal. Yeah, it was his first. That's why he misses it so much. Jihad says, the Glazers ruined them, Hussam, you're never objective. You know, Jihad, I realized with you, you're actually a Man United fan, but you have Gerrard as your picture to try act like you're a Liverpool fan. That's number one. Number two, when you say never objective, I literally just said, if you're saying the Glazers are the reason why you cannot win the league or cannot win the Champions League, I agree with you. But don't tell me the Glazers is the reason why you can't beat Brighton at home. That's the problem. That's the difference. So that's the thing. Big up to Man United fan Jihad. Longstaff. No way, that's foul. Why is Longstaff diving? Just shoot. Leo. Hernandez. Gets there. Hernandez across. Oh, Olivier. How the hell did Giroud just miss that? How the hell did Giroud just miss that? Unbelievable. Oh, that's not a penalty. Get up, Longstaff, man. That ain't no penalty. No, you don't, Val. 100% you single. I don't really support the team, but by blood, I'm a Al Faisali fan in Jordan. That's it. If Saudi pay me, I will cover Saudi League. Trippier. Mikel Antonio is pathetic. He's probably joking around and stuff. But hey, the game's the game. He wanted to go viral and he went viral. I'm not gonna be that upset at it. Oh, great tackle off his cheek. But it is a foul. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He wears the number 8 because Gerrard is his inspiration. Oh my God, Bell. What a comment. What a comment. Cleared. Lord. Leao. Pabega, back to Leao. Leao still Leao, still Leao, sends them all to the shop, still has the ball. He tries to backheel it. He slips. Chukwuemeka across. Cleared. Oh, God. Loftus-Cheek. Theo Hernandez. Pabega. Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek with a shot blocked. Leao's cooking. Big up to Chris for sending in a super chat. Big up to you, Chris. Hussam, all the teams who believe their own hype in the off-season all struggling now. Man United, Chelsea, and Newcastle. These frauds need to be humbled. 100%. This is why, Chris, when people are like, I want the English teams to do well. No, I don't. No, I don't. I want AC Milan to batter Newcastle. Man said I want them to do well. No, I don't. Header. I don't want them to do well. I want them to absolutely suck. And I would celebrate a Milan goal. 100%. Man said I want them to do well. And with the Chelsea and Man United, listen, long may the pain continue. Chelsea need to fail for the benefit of football. And Manchester United are a satanic club. So they deserve this. They deserve this pain, and long may the pain continue. And I hope their pain is till eternity and they never see a league title their whole life. Simple as. The hatred is real, dog. It's like literally real hatred. Guys, there's 133 people watching us. I need you guys to run the likes up. We need to get to 100 likes. Everyone watching us right now, please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single person watching us right now, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Big up to Chris. Big up to Jihad, the Man United fan. Big up to Onana, Elias, and Kenneth for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Remember as well to come back for the PSG versus Borussia Dortmund game as well. So we're doing both of those games. So please slap the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Big up everyone who sent in your super chats. We'll keep giving you guys shout outs as the video continues. So please like and subscribe right now. Ya Habibis. Ya Habibi, Ya Habibi. Hello, Sanchez from Mexico. Hello, Kat Sunday from London. And Kat Sunday knows what he's talking about. F Newcastle. Big up to Nilot Pal, who says, no state ownership at United against the traditions. Glazers in, Eric Ten Hag all the way forever. I'm Ten Hag in now. You know the Man United fans who says, let's back our manager, let's back Ten Hag. I agree with them. I'm Ten Hag in too. Ten Hag in 100%. Glazers in, that's just by the way I'm born. I'm Glazers in. So, yeah. They can all hold that. I'm going to be real with you. Nilot Pal, Man United pain is something I live for, wallahi. Big up to you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Habibi. Ned, I hate that. Ned, I hate stuff like that. Just shoot, fam. Just shoot. I need to be 1-0 up. How's the game going? I can't lie. The game, it's been boring in spurts and very entertaining in spurts. But we have seen chances. Gordon, who slipped there? Collected by Magnon. Hala wallah, hala wallah, hala wallah. With our Lieutenant General of This Is Football, man like Staffy TV. We're actually talking about the football today, Staffy. Make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. We're talking about football actually today, Staffy. Chuku, crossed in, header, Leao, back in again, Giroud, Chuku. Why are they all trying to score the goal of the season? Why is Olivier Giroud trying to score a back heel? Just head. Just head the ball into the back of the net. Why? Why are all of you trying to score goal of the week? Just head it. You're going up against Trippier, ya akhi, head it. Even he's thinking, I stink. That's what he's thinking. Thank you so much, Staffy. I am a Bayern fan, Mia San Mia. Can't wait for you to hold 6 tomorrow, inshallah. Facts, Carty. You know, Carty, even though it's been a while since I've seen you, it's probably because of load shedding, because you've explained it to me before. But you know, I love you. And me and you always have similar hateonomics, hateology. Me and you, we think the same. Play them behind Liao. And there is the first mistake here, and it's cleared. See, these are the mistakes that Newcastle can't make because this is not Bournemouth away. This is Milan away. Big up to Onana, who says, I'm good, bro. I'll take state ownership one day. How the F do you want us to compete? State ownership wouldn't allow the Evans signing. Obviously, I'm joking. I'd take state ownership at Liverpool. I would take Qatar right now. You know what Qatar would mean? Qatar would mean Jurgen Klopp gets every single player he wants on God's green earth. That's what Qatar ownership means. So I'll be damned if I sit up here and say I wouldn't take state ownership. But I don't want you to have state ownership. I want you to absolutely suck. I want you to feel the pain for the rest of your life, not in your real life, but as a Man United fan. I want you to lose every week. And this Saturday, inshallah, we will be there for Burnley because it's Forza Burnley this Saturday. You don't understand the hatred I have for your football club. I hate your football club, 100%. And I hate everything associated with Manchester United. Look at Leao trying to backheel it. What a fraud. Big up to Onana United, who says big up Staffy, 100%. Big up to Staffy, my brother. My brother right here. Big up to him. Love as always. And look, when I say Staffy is the general, he is the general. He is the general lieutenant of This Is Football because he's just that guy. Calabria is saying, I'm the captain. I can talk to you. You get me, blood. Big up to you, Onana. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you for all the support, all the stream, man. I appreciate it. Come back tomorrow, inshallah, for Bayern Man United. Longstaff. Shot here from Wilson wide. Or Murphy, sorry, that's not Wilson. I'll be real with you. AC Milan have been the much better side this first half. AC Milan have been the much better side, much better. Literally, like, so much better. But why did the ref yellow card him? If he does have the captain's armband, then he has the right to speak to him, no? Is that not the rule? I think Newcastle will get better second half. We will see. Big up to Nilet Palo sends in a super chat, says Glazers buy 100 million players for fun every window and they want them out. Joke. Listen, I understand why in the grand scheme of things they want the Glazers out. But this is why I said you cannot blame the Glazers for losing 3-1 at home to Brighton. And that's why I bigged up Staffy and I cooked Ozzy. Because when we did Al-Ahwa, Staffy came up here and said, F the Glazers, we're all Glazers out anyway. Let's speak about the 90 minutes. And you look at the 90 minutes of football, the 90 minutes of football that happened on the football pitch. And the reality is, Man United weren't good enough against a much weaker team, much weaker opposition. This was Brighton with 6 changes, bro. Even the likes of Estupinian didn't play. So that's the thing. That's the ultimate reality. It's an excuse because they're crap. Facts from Aaron. Facts. If your Glazers out regardless, fair enough. But don't come blame the Glazers for you losing 3-1 at home to Veltman and Welbeck and Lallana. Have some shame. Hernandez. Guys, who wants to come on at halftime, by the way? Ale. Okay, خلاص, Bilal. Then me and you agree. My whole argument has been this whole time. If you're saying, Bilal, listen to me, and I want Lukman to listen because you always accuse me of being not objective. I want you all to listen. If you're saying the Glazers is the reason why we can't win the league or why we can't win the Champions League, I tell you fair enough. And I shake your hand and I say you're right. But you cannot tell me the Glazers is the reason why you can't beat Brighton at home with Veltman and Lallana. This is where you're wrong. Yeah, game has been... You know what's going to make this game implode, LFC Aaron? A goal. That's what we need in these games. We literally need like a goal. Who's going to come on at halftime? So no one's going to answer the question, dog? طب خلاص بلال, we agree يا حبيبي. شايف كيف؟ I can speak logically about any club. 100%. We conquered all of Europe. We're never gonna stop. From Paris down to Turkey, we won the effing lot. Bo Paisley and Bo Shankly, the fields of Anfield Road. We're Liverpool supporters, and we come from Liverpool. Ale. Forza Milan. Smash these Newcastle. They don't belong here. Trippier and Dunburn. Joe Linton Longstaff. This seems like a conference league. Ale. Chukwueka. Cleared. Newcastle are shit, man. Newcastle are so shit. Chukwueza, sorry. Why did I call him Chukwueka? Isn't that the Chelsea player? Chukwueka. Anyway, halftime whistle goes, dog. It's literally 0-0. The link is gonna be in the chat. Anyone wants to come on and join us, like, feel free to like join us and come talk about like AC Milan versus Newcastle. So please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. Come join. The link is in the chat. Hit that like button, subscribe. Big up to Nilitpal, big up to Chris, big up to Jihad, Onana, Ilyas, and Kenneth. The link is in the chat. Anyone wants to join us, come join us. As I just go fill up my water bottle and come back, I will add everyone who joined. Redlan of Taranga, I'll read it in a second. Let me just go fill up my water bottle. Give me like 10 seconds, dog. Diallo, you want to come on with camera? Or you want to switch it off? Switch it off, yeah. So, man like Diallo. Milan, nil. Newcastle, nil. Talk to the people, brother.
Let me close the door into my office.
I can't hear you. Your microphone is in the next room.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I was using the wrong microphone. I had to close my door to my office. I don't want to cause noise. First of all, I miss this so it's been quite a while. Yeah, so I'm glad to be back. Anyway, I just wanted to say that this is like you know, it actually shows you what you have been saying for a long time. Champions League is a completely different beast. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think first of all, this is exposing Eddie Howe. I've said this long time ago. I think if Newcastle want to progress, they have to change him. And the reason is not, you can't be sentimental in football. He is clearly good for the vibes and for the culture of Newcastle and all that kind of stuff, that we've been talking about, that Northern England vibes. He fits well the stereotype of Newcastle. But if Newcastle wants to change and win stuff and like compete in Europe, which is what they are now, because they have the wealthiest owners, they have to go after the manager and replace him immediately because he's getting schooled. Newcastle are completely out tactized. They are lost in this game. I actually have not seen Newcastle play like this even in the Premier League for a long time. And I guarantee you, Newcastle has played better teams than Milan in the Premier League. Like there are at least 6 teams that I can name off the top of my head that I can say are better than AC Milan right now in the Premier League. And Newcastle play those teams, and Newcastle usually play better than them. So that just tells you that, like you've been saying, the Champions League is a different beast, and that's why I'm worried for teams like Arsenal as well. They've not been there for a long time. Arteta as well, if he's not careful, he might get schooled as well, because this is a different competition, man. And I just wanted to say, it's a shame for Milan that they still have someone like Giroud up there, man. You can see this guy, he's expired. I'm sorry. He's completely done. And like they need to replace him, man. Even Origi, and I know he's regressed since he left Liverpool, would do a better job. I cannot believe that they still have Olivier Giroud running up there. And yeah, Newcastle, I don't know, man. I don't know what they need to do to change it. Or, Isak needs to come up, man. He's one of the few players that I actually think can play. Him and Guimaraes, those two, and
There
obviously.
is no way I just saw what I think I just saw.
What did you say?
Stay alive.
Well,
Ya hala. Big up stuff. Sorry,
Bro, I'm watching the
No.
game too, so I got nothing better to do right now. What's going
No,
on?
no.
And I see Oz is
Carry
here.
on, Diallo, sorry. Diallo, by the way, is 100%.
What's this
straight.
guy
All
doing
his-
here? What are you doing,
All
Staffy?
his friends and
Well, hasn't
family.
it, Oz? I'm coming to talk to you.
We're in
What, I
Taco
can't.
then.
you know what? I just
Isma,
want to say
Diallo,
that
all
I'm
this friends
usually in
and
the
family
chats.
vibe they got going on at Newcastle is gonna end soon.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let the others speak. First of all, big up Staffy. I'm always in the chats, trolling you every now and then. But hey, man, great to see you here.
Good to
Uh,
see you, brother.
I'm curious to hear what others want to say about Newcastle, because AC Milan, I think we all know that I actually thought that they would be worse than this. They've been playing well, but I'm curious to hear what is going wrong with the game for Newcastle. What are they doing wrong? Because I can't put a finger on it. I just know that they are completely lost.
This for me right here, before we go to Aussie, this is the most accurate super chat of the entire fucking stream. My man just said Newcastle in the Champions League is like Luton in the Premier League. Useless. Aussie, your thoughts, brother?
What's up, bro? I feel like we're having a Lahore reunion here, but all we need is Mo and we can go for 2 hours.
This is the
Crazy.
mini
لا لا
ad.
بالله عليك إلا مو. We need to know how to
Ilamo,
keep
yeah.
time.
No, I couldn't listen, man. I respect the guy that was speaking before, but I couldn't disagree more with him. Like, what's Eddie Howe
Yes.
got to do with this? Like, it's a bit harsh. Like, we're 4 or 5 games into the season. He's the reason why they're in the Champions League. That's number one, right? And his talent ID and getting all these players right. He's building a team. I think that they're still in the process of building a team that is going to consistently challenge in the Champions League. Like having Longstaff and Fabian Schär at the back isn't going to win you anything. Let's just be quite honest with that. Especially when you start playing a team that's as stacked as AC Milan. Also, AC Milan are last season semi-finalists in this tournament. Like, don't disrespect AC Milan like they've gone into the San Siro and they're playing a poor side like, I don't know, Rubin Kazan or Belgrade or whatever. They're playing a respectable, historic team that performs in the Champions League, and it's a daunting place to go. So obviously it's been a poor half. I think they've done what they usually do in terms of tactics, which is they play expansive football and they're trying their best in Newcastle, but just losing the ball. They're losing the ball. There's no creativity whatsoever, and the balls that are going into the box in behind and stuff like that, they're all ending up with long stuff. So that's not good. I think Anthony Gordon needs to have the ball more. Every time he has the ball, he's making something happen. And the point about why are AC Milan playing with Giroud? Olivier
Who looks more
Giroud.
likely to score though, Ozzy?
Pardon?
Who looks more likely to score on a
No,
real?
no, I'm with you. AC Milan 1,000,000%. But I just think
This version of AC Milan is so weak.
it's not that weak. Come on, have you seen their
We
team up
beat
front?
them with Nat Phillips and Minamino. Wallahi haram عليك.
I get it, wallahi, but
Chelsea beat them last season.
Wallahi, I get it. I understand. Honestly, I get it. But Newcastle aren't that team yet. They're still building, right? And I think they're going to be more daunting. They're going to be a more daunting team at home rather than away. It's still mentally difficult to go and play in Champions League in your first season in a long while. And the point about Olivier Giroud, I don't understand, to be honest, Hossam, because Olivier Giroud last season 5 goals in the Champions League, right, in 12 appearances, and he scored 13 goals in the league last season. Right, and he's already hit 4 goals in the league this season. So Olivier Giroud, even though I don't like him personally, I don't think he's, a world class or whatever. I don't think I think he's a good player. I think he's a very underrated player, and he's still producing for AC Milan. If you saw him last season, you'd know. Maybe if you watch Serie A, you'd understand. But yeah, I just think that the criticism for Eddie Howe, it's so easy to go for Eddie Howe and go, oh, they need a better manager or whatever. But I just give him a few games in Champions League. Like before this experience right now, he'd never been to a Champions League
This guy trying to
game
create
before.
political relations with Newcastle and shit.
I'm just saying. I'm being unbiased here. I'm just having a conversation. But all
Fair
in all,
enough.
I think
Football, unbiased football ambassador over here.
AC Milan should be up 3-0 though. But yeah, it is what it is. If
Mahoto, you say all that and then you say Milan should be 3-0 up.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, what's the problem? I just said they should be up 3-0 because they should have taken their
Can you
chances.
stop flashing your camera before I slap the
Bro,
crap out
like,
of you?
you know what? I'm gonna let the others speak, but like, anyway, I want to hear what the others say because I think I have responses for what you're saying, but yeah, let's hear the others.
I'll wait for your responses. Let's just let the boys go first, and then
Cool,
we'll
man.
have that.
Yeah, let's. Val usually says his halftime thoughts within 10 seconds, so let's let Val go and then we'll allow Staffy to talk.
Yeah, you see this hammer, yeah? AC Milan fucking fix up and score some goals. Like, honestly, what are you man doing? Don't tell me I just went up to get AC Milan shirt just for today, just to wear it to see them batter Newcastle, and they're not doing anything. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Score some flipping goals. I don't want 3 thumbnails in a row where this end up in 0-0. Up the hammers as well. To be honest. Yeah. So all my hard work trying to make these thumbnails, and you can't score a goal. Come on, please score a goal, please. Otherwise, Giroud, you're getting banged in the head with this. Yeah, go ahead, Staffy. I'm done.
That was great analysis. You said 10 seconds. You were spot on. It was an analysis. The guy came on with a hammer. He thought it was Triple H with a sledgehammer. But listen, who was the first person that spoke? What's your name? Diallo?
Diallo.
All the respect, Diallo. I've never heard such nonsense in my life.
Ah,
What do you expect Newcastle to do after 20 years not being in the
Alhamdulillah.
Champions League and go into the San Siro? What did you think they was going to do? They was going to play champagne football in San Siro against AC Milan. That was never going to happen, brother. Listen, here's the thing. This is why I need more people to make their opinions based on their own thoughts and stop listening to too many people that influence them, because everyone sits here and everyone thinks, when you think of it, really, all of us expect our football teams to play pretty football, home and away, in every competition, and that's it. And if you don't do it for 90 minutes, you're talking about the manager being sacked. Eddie Howe has done a good job last year. Yes, they dropped off a little bit towards the end of the season, hence why they finished 4th and we went ahead of them. They haven't started the season great. I get that. But you got to look at the 90 minutes in isolation. You're going away to the San Siro after 20 years of not being in the Champions League. You don't have the same quality players that they do have. And if you're being very honest, with a group like this, if you leave with a point, that's the goal. You can't play expensive against this Milan team. What you can do is be compact and try to win the game in the second half. You can't go to the San Siro and expect to boss AC Milan and play them off the pitch. You know, the only negative I would say is like they're in the game, but it's because Milan have been wasteful. That one Leao back heel that was trying to do, I have no idea what that brother was trying to do. If he just kicks it normally, that's 1-0 right there. He overdoes it and he tries to score a back heel. So that was confusing to me. But yeah, they need to fix up and they need to be better on the break, because they're not going to control the game. No one gives a shit if you play shit in the San Siro and you leave with a point or 3. So as long as they leave with a result, that's good for them. So they just got to fix up in the second half.
Don't you think this San
And-
Siro ain't the San Siro that maybe me and you grew up watching? This is
It
a
doesn't
different
matter,
San Siro.
Hassan. You're going to the San Siro with Longstaff and Dan Burn and them.
Exactly. What do you guys expect, bro?
Let's
What
be
do you
honest,
expect?
Hassan. Like, I get what you're saying, but if me and you went to the San Siro just to sit in the stands, we'll still be shook. You know, let alone being on the pitch. Some of these players have never thought they would be in the stage because some of these guys were relegation players a few years ago.
Yeah, but
Longstaff,
Chelsea
bro.
beat them as
Longstaff
well
was a
last season.
yeah,
You know,
no,
I
Bro,
think
what-
Milan is beatable. They're
Hey,
beatable.
Hassan,
100%.
watch the Champions League anthem back, yeah? Because the TNT Sports are showing Jacob Murphy smiling like a little child.
Bro, some of them can't believe they're there, Ozzy.
He
They're
couldn't
like,
believe
I
he
can't
was
believe
there.
my life.
Wallahi, he couldn't believe it. Like he won a competition to get to the Champions League. This guy was playing for Norwich 2 or 3 years
100%,
ago.
and they're in a shock, Ozzy. It's the first game. The nerves can't kick in. Clearly, you can see that the nerves did. They don't have enough experienced players that played on the big stage. Tonali maybe did. Bruno Guimaraes did. Trippier did. Even Isak, you can say he did, but not all of them did. So you just go to the San Siro, you get a result, and you leave. And when you come back home, then that's when you enforce your football.
Oh, this is a very rare Staffy W. Rare Staffy W.
Okay,
Rare
okay,
W.
okay, okay.
You know,
Well,
you know why you like it, Ozzy? Is because I'm not talking about United. I would say the same thing about United and be like, that's bullshit. But because I'm talking about a different team, you like it.
I can't lie. Today, the reason why I'm a bit angry at Newcastle because I feel entitled to this position. I'm gonna be real with you, because this is crap. And the reason as well because at the start of the game, you know, big up to Nader as well, who's an Arab man like me. Kind of a couple of fine women in the Milan stands. It's Forza Milan today. Big up to all the beautiful Milanistas. You get me? Yeah,
Bro,
I'm just
I've
saying,
got
big up to beautiful women. Yeah, خلاص,
I've
enjoy.
got-
God
I've got
for
the
Cheating
you.
on
world-
your four
No,
wives,
I was gonna
Hassan.
say
How
I've
dare
got the
you?
worldwide.
100%. No need to be now act like I said some wild shit. All I said was big up
Boys,
to the beautiful women in the stands. Wallahi,
Can
that's
I
all
can I
said.
just say just for confirmation?
can I just respond?
One second. What just for confirmation? I do have the worldwide feed on my laptop, and I can confirm Hassan's views that there are some stunning women in the San Siro today.
Thank you. Tell him,
Why
Ozzy.
do you?
Back.
What?
Go ahead, Diallo. What you respond back to the guy?
That's why Mo is always in Italy, by the way, if you guys
Yeah.
are wondering.
First of all, I actually don't think Staffy or Ozzy really addressed the point that I made. I'm not making the point that Eddie Howe should be sacked immediately. The point that I made is, in the long term, first of all, there are two key points that I made. One is, I don't. Do you remember Newcastle performances last season in all the big away games? They play like a small team mentality. Every away team, big teams in the Premier League they went to, they packed the bus. And my point is, if you want to win the big trophies, which you cannot tell me that's not the goal for Newcastle, that has to be the goal to win the
They're
Premier
not
League.
going to win the Champions League, so what's
Hold
the
on,
point of you
hold on.
talking about that?
Hold on 1 second. One second. I'm not saying they have to win the Premier League, but if you want to win the Premier League, you have to go into games with the aim of winning the game, not making a point here and there. And what I'm
But
trying
you
to say is
have to
that
have the
Dinesh.
players, though.
I
You have to have the
disagree,
players to
Listen,
win
guys.
those games. You can't come. No, 1
Listen.
second, because you're talking
I'm
about.
not even done with my point. I just made a half a
Go
point.
on. Sorry. Go on then. My bad. Sorry. Go on.
I made a bigger picture point. I'm not, in this particular game, the only thing that I said is that I don't see the plan. And AC Milan, just in this last weekend, they got trashed by their derby, by their rival 5-1. Okay, so this
We're
is
not comparing Milan,
European
Newcastle to Inter
juggernaut
Milan,
that we're talking
Dinesh.
about. So this is not a juggernaut. They have good players here and there. Like at the back, they have one of the best goalkeepers in Europe for sure. But this guy is not. I haven't even seen him. What I'm trying to say, look at the front three that Newcastle have put out there. It's not ambitious at all. You need to go into this game. Milan is probably their best possibility to win an away game in all these three teams. They're going to get beat by Dortmund if they play like this in the yellow wall, and certainly in PSG. So because that front three in PSG are more productive. And my point about Giroud is, I said he's expired. I'm not trying to trash him. What I'm trying to, if they had a competent striker, they would be 3-0 up, as Ossie said. So I'm making a more bigger picture, long-term point. I'm not saying they need to sack him now, but you cannot have a manager who goes away and just plays to draw.
Can I respond to him, Staffy? Can I respond to him, please? Well, just 10 seconds. I'm just going to respond to you because he's talking about Newcastle, right? Let me give you a more recent example. Man City, when they got the money and they got the investment, when they qualified for the Champions League in 11-12, they got knocked out in the group stages. In 2012-13, they got knocked out in the group stages. It takes time to develop and show show out in competitions like this.
Let me ask you a
Newcastle.
question. Do you
No,
By
I'm
the
not.
way,
But I'm not
Florenzi
done though,
just
because I
came
let
on
you finish
for,
your point. So let me finish my point.
Florenzi just came on for Calabria, so they made a right back substitution.
Yeah, he's got a yellow card, and Anthony Gordon's running at him. I don't think that was a good. That's a very good substitution, to be honest. That is a very good substitution. But I was just gonna say, City took their time. They developed. They got the players. Eddie Howe does not have the players to go to the San Siro and show up at the moment. Not with the midfield that he has right now. Not with the centre back pairing that he
They
has
played
right now.
45 minutes in the Champions League, and people are already calling for their
And
heads.
people want him to go and play champion football.
You are completely,
Because you're not talking about what
distort
should be
point.
talked about, Dinesh. You're talking about the bigger picture. Of course, the bigger picture is everyone wants to have a good team that controls games, that goes away, and they're not scared, and they compete for competitions. But you're talking about a process that could be a few years ahead. This guy, they're back to the Champions League for the first time in 20 years. You're going to any opponent you're going to at this point, especially in Italy. You have to be careful. You can't go and play expensive football with the players that he has. You're talking about an ideal situation for Newcastle, but they're so far away from it.
But Staffy, it took them 3 years, City, to get to the outside of the group stage. It took them 4 years to get them out of the round of 16. It took them 5 to get to the semi-final. There are levels to this, my friend.
Dinesh, are you a Liverpool fan? Or what?
No, he's a Barca fan.
That explains
oh my God, that's even worse. Okay.
This guy's used to one style of football.
He's used to one style. Yeah.
Look, guys.
No wonder why
you know what? You know what? We can rest this. Maybe we.
Yeah, Khalas, listen. We'll discuss this some other time. This has been I allowed the convo to go on because it's actually a very good convo. I can't lie to you. Maybe Newcastle looking forward to the future. So let me get the guys' predictions before I let them go. So Diallo, what's your prediction then? If you say Newcastle win, you will never come back on the show again after saying.
No, I don't think playing like this, they're not going to win. They're not. I value productive, repetitive, good functional football, not like this. Sit back, and like hope for the best, like that, and that's what they're doing. Which I don't think is a long term is the way to win, and I think they're going to lose this game maybe 2-0 or 1-0.
Sure.
Okay, fairs. Ozzy, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I think the Eddie Howe team talk is going to help this team a lot. I think they're going to know what they're going to have to do in the second half. And listen, I wouldn't be surprised if they steal a goal. I don't think they're going to win, but I reckon they might steal a goal on the counter. Maybe 1-1, I think, between both teams.
Fairs. Staffy, what's your prediction?
I'm gonna go realistically. Milan should win this, but I'm gonna go for a shock. Newcastle 1-0.
1-0. Fair enough. Could happen.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Callum Wilson comes on and hits them on the break.
Remember these guys. Newcastle away against any big team, they are stinky. Just remember this and watch for the rest.
You have a personal issue with Newcastle,
okay?
I can tell. What happened? What happened?
I don't.
Listen, we'll discuss this some other time. Val, what's your prediction?
5-0 Bayern Munich.
Bro, this guy is a joker, wallah azim. Wallah, this guy's a
joker. Big up to you guys. And you're all welcome back as well for the PSG Dortmund halftime show if you guys want to join me. So big up, love to you guys. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Staffy TV as well. Big up Diallo, big up Ozzy Habibi, big up to you guys. See you guys in the chat. And we are out here, folks. Second half is started. Big up to Queen Nadra, who says only Trippier and Tonali have Champions League experience in all of Newcastle, including the coach. I'll be real with you. Both sides of the argument were making valid, solid arguments. In the long run, I think we all don't expect like Newcastle to keep Eddie Howe in the long run. I'm saying, like 2-3 years from now, I don't see a world in which Eddie Howe is still Newcastle manager. Now, with the experience point, the reason why I agree with Diallo, regardless of experience, is this is not the AC Milan in the San Siro that we all think of. I mean, what did Staffy just say? Callum Wilson winner. Champions League fell off, you guys. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, look, they have to do better, and they should do better, because this Milan isn't the Milan everyone knows. That's the thing. This is not Milan with, like, Kaká and Andrea Pirlo and Maldini. This is a different Milan. Anyway, big up to you, Nadra. Big up to Red Line of Teranga, Nilotpal, Chris, Jihad, Onana, Ilyas, and Kenneth for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure to stay on this video even when this video ends, because it will take you directly to the PSG Dortmund watch-along, which we're also doing back-to-back, inshallah, today. So big up to you guys. Make sure you're slapping the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to This Is Football right now. Please like, subscribe. Keep letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Keep getting involved, Habibis. And actually, all of you guys right now, please do drop me your prediction. I want to see who gets the prediction right. So drop me your prediction in the comment section down below. I want to see who gets the result right for the second half. Crossed in. Cleared from Jacob Mar. Longstaff. And he is fouled by Krunic, I believe. 2-1 AC Milan, says Skalex. No, sorry, Pobega was the one who fouled him. 1 in Newcastle. Wow, Aaron, you already switched? Hello, Anissa, where the hell you been? Big up to Kari. Arsenal Galbankian says 1-1. What a name. Are you Armenian? 1-0 Milan still, says Just a Bank Fairs. I'll be honest with you. If Liverpool were playing Milan today, they would have beaten them 6-0. Like, they suck. You're Armenian. See how I knew you were Armenian? See how I knew you were Armenian. This is that general knowledge. You cannot teach general knowledge. General knowledge just comes from in real life experiences. I really think Bayern Munich are going to beat Man United by a large scoreline. Shot there wide. Sometimes there's agendas and sometimes there's real talk. Real talk, I don't even think Man United would even survive first half. On a real, bro. You wanna know what's mad? 100% Anissa. But also, Anissa, where the hell you been? Second of all, you wanna know what's mad? I was saying this earlier on in the space today. If it was Man City versus Bayern or Liverpool versus Bayern or something like that, we would have been talking about that game in a respectable manner at least. We would have all sat up here and said, you know, what do you guys think about the game? Who do you think is going to win? Could Liverpool go to the Allianz and win again like they did before? Like, the conversations around the game would be a whole lot more respectful. This conversation ain't even respectful, bro. This conversation ain't even respectful. This conversation is straight up disrespect. That's the reality. Straight up disrespect. Oh, AC Milan on the attack. Oh, he should have played the ball to Leao there. Wide. Should have played the pass there. I don't know who the hell that is. I think that's Florenzi. Should have played the pass. Leao. Should have played it to Leao there. You know, I want to know how finished Man United is? Bilal just said he would have been happy with a 2-0 loss. Can you imagine? Big Manchester United. We're Man United. We're the biggest club in the world. He's saying he would take a 2-0 loss. Wow. The standards are Man United are in the mud. They're in the mud. Guys, I think we're like 5 likes away from 100. Yalla, slap the like button. Magnan. Do you guys think Magnan is a little bit overrated? Slap the likes, slap the likes. 2 likes away from 100. Yalla. Bayern won't flop. Bayern will destroy Man United. We're Manchester United. We're the biggest club in the world. They're about to get humiliated tomorrow. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I like how everyone says, you know, Bayern Munich haven't started the season well. Do you think, does it look like Man United have started the season well? Does it look like Man United know what they're doing? No. Leao, header Chukwueze, cleared. Chukwueze, sorry. The mic is not going. It's literally here. And it's working. And it's the red color means it's working, Ravi. You fix your YouTube, dog. Guys, can everyone hear me clearly? I want some chicken, lads. I want some chicken and a can of coke. Is right, lads. I'm flirting. I'm flirting. I'm flirting. Magnan. You want some chicken, lads? I want some chicken and a can of Coke. I'm flirting. Let us have a go, man. That was a bit more brummy. That was bad. Thank you. Ravi, you see all the chat can hear me. Fix your YouTube. Fraud. Bro, you need to change your name, man. Okay. Said, you cannot have your name Saucy at the start. You're a grown-ass man. How old are you, Said? How old are you? Who the hell has his name as Saucy something as a man? Said, how old are you? Right now, tell me. Expose yourself. Someone tell me right now. Spam L in the chat for Said calling himself Saucy. Chukwueze. Bald by Tonali. My man just called himself Saucy Said. Who calls himself Saucy, wallahi? Said. Wallahi, aib. Saucy Said, you're a grown-ass man. No, I don't know what that is, Eds. That's what I'm saying, Carty. That's something I expect Carty to do, because he's just a bozo like that. He's just an idiot. Anisa, I prefer to not talk. Have a very rude response, Anisa, but you know, I respect you so much, so I'll stay quiet. Croston? Oh, cleared. Guys, can we just get a goal at this point? I hate when I do these watch-alongs and it's always 0-0 because it wastes my time and Vel's time and everyone's time. I'm trying to make this game as entertaining as possible and they're just being bozos. You get me, blood? You understand? You're 25 and your name is Saucy Said. Astaghfirullah al-azim wa atubu ilayh. My man's name is Saucy Said at 25 years old. Croston? Oh, cleared. Time for halal dating advice. What do you want? Tell me. What do you want to know? I will advise you. Vel does need to change his name too. 100%. Anis, I'm back on Instagram if you want to hear the response. Listen, I'm trying to be respectful. You know, sometimes I get too confident with my traps on the screen and stuff. It's just don't let me expose my traps to the whole world. It's gonna be Nilatpat says your ability to speak in various accents is elite. Oh my god, thanks, Nilatpal. I literally appreciate it so much. This super chat is gonna be so helpful towards me buying a coffee. You know? I'm gonna take this 40 rupees and buy myself a coffee. Can we get a coffee? Big up to you. The advice is be interesting. Don't be boring. You know, last time I had a mini rant about people, you know, as men. Wallahi, I'm saying this as men for real. Okay, now because I'm asked. And since we're doing advice, let me just sit here like an uncle and give you real advice. You know, all the lovely young men in the chat. Let me give you advice. Vel, can you not time out people, please? I will unmod you. I'll time you out. So anyway, let me just say something. Big up, Gary. And I'm going to say this to all young men in the chat. And I'm sure Anisa and the lovely woman in the chat will all agree with the advice I'm saying. Guys, wallahi, the biggest turn off to a woman is number one, when you're feminine, and number two, when you're boring. The worst thing is someone who is boring. Do not sit up here. Do not sit up here and start asking her opinion on climate change and her opinion on the financial crisis, and start asking her, what are your thoughts on the weather in London? Wallahi, she doesn't care. I'm being for real. Wallahi, I'm being for real. You have to have interesting stories to tell. I have stories about how I saved an entire factory from choking by applying water to hydrogen chloride and Clorox. And I can tell a whole 7-minute story based on that day. See this? That right here is real. I have a story how one day I almost fell off a cliff while driving because I didn't sleep. It's just so many things, so many interesting stories you could tell. One story about how I met an African man, and I think she was Lebanese. We traveled together the whole time from Jordan to Qatar when I was going to Malaysia. And we sat there and we spoke and we actually got to know each other off the airplane. And we had a good time. So many interesting stories to tell. And if you don't have a story, Connor is spitting in the chat. If you don't have a story, just make a story up. Do not sit up here and ask a woman, so what are your thoughts on the financial crisis? What are your thoughts on blah, blah, blah? Also, I will give you extra advice. Whenever you go out with her halal, of course, the first time, don't ever ask a woman to split the bill. Don't ever take a woman out on a meal and go and say, let's go 50-50. That is absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. If you are a man and you have a pair, don't ever split the bill. Always pay, always. Because as a man, you have to provide, you have to protect. Those are the two staples of yourself as a man. I understand this is 2023, but there ain't no such thing as splitting the bill. Let her get whatever she wants and you pay. That's your life right there. Because for the rest of your life, that's what's going to happen. If you're married, you ain't going to go like, hey, honey, can you take breakfast today? No, she can't. You pay. You the man. Anyway. Khalas, I will stop now with the stories. People think like you have to sit up here and just like do all this westernized modern bullshit crap. No, bro, you put your money on the table. You pay. You want this woman to be there with you to the rest of your life, and you can't even like pay for like a, you know, whatever the hell she orders. And anyway, women on first time you meet usually order some you know, some cringy shit just so she doesn't have to eat heavy in front of you first time. First time she's gonna act so ladylike. She will probably, you know, maybe get a smoothie and maybe like, I don't know, like cupcakes or some shit. Third time, fourth time, she'll start bringing spaghetti doing in front of you, you know, so it's different energy. But anyway, you have to pay. Big up to Gary Paul who says, Hussam is the GOAT. Big up to you, Gary Paul, Habibi. You are the GOAT. Thanks so much. Big up to you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate the love. I appreciate all the love you've shown me, Gary Paul. I am humbled by your support, Habibi. So yes, that's the thing. So love, Gary Paul. I appreciate you, dog. The love story you said on Battle of the North last season was a masterpiece. What love story, Christopher? Can you remind me? Because I do say a lot. Remind me of the story, Christopher. Ooh, AC Milan shot saved. Jean-Pierre, my advice is don't get used. How about you screen the woman? You know how you screen a woman as a man? Ask her long-term goals, short-term goals. You know what our problem as men? Wallahi, I'll tell you this right now, and I've learned this. Don't ask women dumb questions. Who gives a fuck what her favorite color is? On a real. Why do you give a fuck what her favorite color is and her star sign and all this shit? No one gives a fuck. Ask her real questions and you will get to know the person in front of you. Ask her real ass questions. What are your long-term goals? What are your short-term goals? See if she agrees with you politically. See if she has the same vision with you. But instead, John, you probably look at her body and you go like, yes, let's go on a date. That's the problem with the men mentality sometimes. You have to think about what matters in life. It's not always, oh, she has nice body, nice face, khalas, let's go out on a date. Fuck that. You need to, social media is a blessing. Ask important questions. Sit up there, ask, what are your long-term goals? What are your short-term goals? What's your belief system? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Don't ask her about the zodiac sign, moon landing on Uranus. No one gives a fuck. So just screen it. Screen it and you won't get used. I've never gotten used, alhamdulillah. Never. Never. But you can still be a gentleman. Chivalry ain't dead. Don't make it dead. Remind me the story, Christopher. Which story? Because I tell a whole lot of stories on that show. But thank you to Christopher for the super chat. By the way, you don't even need to send a second super chat. Just put in a regular chat, my brother. There are certain things as a man you just can't do. Me, I believe in chivalry. I'm a gentleman. I will open the door. I will pay. I will provide. I'll protect. That's just how I would go. I take a bullet for my woman. Christopher, can you remind us of the story, please? That's what I'm saying, Moose. It's always like moon landing on Jupiter. I'm Taurus. Oh my God, I would never get in a relationship with a, with a Sagittarius or whatever. Who gives a fuck? Me and my dad are both Taurus. We are completely different people. Completely different. All this fucking zodiac sign rubbish. No one gives a fuck. Christopher, you've actually made me so curious. If you've disappeared from this chat, me and you're gonna have a problem. Which story? Remind me, because I tell so many stories, blood. Hey. Listen, Jean-Pierre. I know, as the Jamaican men have told me, gal them wicked, them wicked, them wicked, them gal them wicked, them wicked. I know. But at the same time, if you screen properly. So Jean-Pierre, I'll give you an example. If you're someone who is religious and you have a certain belief system, when you speak to someone, if she's not religious and she's not of a certain belief system and she doesn't have the goals and aspirations in life, why would you even bother going out? Don't waste your time or her time. Them gal, them wicked, them wicked, them wicked, them gal, them wicked, them wicked, them wicked. You get me, blood. Bombaclat. Freedom desire. La 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 la. طب okay, Hamza, I agree with you. Fatherlessness has destroyed the society. Yeah, I agree, no problem. But why are you speaking to a fatherless woman to begin with? Yeah, don't change your time. Don't waste your time for no reason. You get me, blood. हम तेरे बिना अब नहीं सकते तेरे बिना. This game stinks. It stinks, not just stinks. This Christopher guy says, I love your story. I've been asking him for my story for the last 10 minutes and Christopher ain't answered. Crossed in. Oh, horrible cross. See, this Cat Sunday, for example, he wants to, as a grown-ass man, put his feet up, eat some cashews, and watch cartoons with his wife. No problem. That's what Cat Sunday wants. So now Cat Sunday will ask her, do you watch anime? If she says no, he'll keep it stepping. That's how he's smart. He will not try to force her to watch anime. Hey, come, let's watch cartoons, Habibti. Doesn't work. Many men. For me, she needs to not like anime. And I'll give you another thing. And this might shock you because people asking me early on, Hussam, would you marry a Man United fan? Blah, blah, blah. Because I work in football, I would not want her to watch sports at all. Not sports, football. I need a woman who just doesn't know anything about football. Imagine this Sunday, right? Remember this Sunday? I did a match reaction. I did 2 watch-alongs and I did El Ahwa. And I was on Troops' podcast as well. We filmed it Sunday. Imagine 2 a.m. I finished all my work. I come speak to her and she's like, what do you make of the game today? I would punch myself. I need a woman who does not watch football at all. If she watches this game, she will think Samsung on the shirt is the name of the player. That's what I want. I need someone who is so not interested in football because I work in football. That's different. Also, we can't watch games together anyway because I'm doing watch-alongs. If she watches maybe like basketball or something, I wouldn't give a fuck. Oh, good shot. Blocked. Facts got Sunday. I need to ask her who's Kylian Mbappe, and she will say a car. That's what I want. I want a woman who knows nothing about football and doesn't even watch it. Wallahi, my life would be so much more, my head would be so clear. This Sunday and Saturday, I counted it. I streamed for a total of 16 hours in 2 days about football. 16 hours. Imagine 16 hours of streaming. Hussam, what are your thoughts on Everton Arsenal? I don't want to tell you my thoughts. Just subscribe to This Is Football and you'd know my thoughts. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Can we talk about your favorite series? Or some other shit that I don't give a fuck about, but I will pretend to care about? Just not talk about football, please. Imagine 16-hour shift talking about football and you come 2 a.m. Hussam, your thoughts on Arsenal. I don't give a fuck about Arsenal. Lee Govender, is there any football for me to commentate on? Come on, man. Diallo, 100%. Alhamdulillah, I've prayed Maghrib before the stream. Isha Adhan has happened. So after this game, between this game and the PSG Dortmund game, I will go pray Isha, inshallah. I don't know who Billions is, but I'm going to leave it on the screen for the people who watches. If she's FSG in, that just shows me I could cheat on her and she wouldn't leave me. Tonali walks off. Elliot Anderson comes on. Who's this Elliot Anderson? Are they just bringing on random brothers? Leao gives it back. Imagine Pope lets it go at the back of the net. Many men. They're singing Tonali's name. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I love listening to that song at the gym. He's crying. Oh, Sandro Tonali. So this man, Christopher, just disappeared. Look at this Just Tabang doing this whole, oh my God, South African woman will eat you alive. And then when I speak to South African women, they tell me, we don't date South African men. Bro, can you all just relax and just love each other? Just find the right woman for you and that's it. There is lover girl, ya akhi. Go find the lover girl. Croston Liao! And the header's wide. Ay, 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 ay. That's why Salah's clear of Liao. He just scores. Good cross as well. Liao should have made it 1-0 there. Ain't no excuse. Batong, I do get it. Don't disrespect my legacy. I will educate you on your own. Oh my god. I remember now the one you're talking about because Matisse is a nerd. And he wears glasses like that, you know. His haircut definitely ain't a haircut of someone who is in a relationship. Definitely single. Listen, anytime he acts like he has a girl, Matisse just on his face. Because me and you both know Christopher. Real ones know. He don't have no girl, man. Let's just stop lying. Giroud across. Cleared. Nope. Yep. We all know he ain't got no girl. We all know Matisse is more single than this mug. Matisse is a nerd. Is that a lie? Have you ever seen Matisse? He's a nerd. 100%. Big up to you, Christopher. Thank you so much for the super chat. I saw Steve Urkel, and he does look like him. Steve Urkel looking ass. Crossed in. Header. Ooh, shot again. Blocked. Back in again. Blocked. No, Jean-Pierre. It's not what you think. Me and Matisse actually spoke about this before. And his girl don't watch football on a reel. And I said, Wallah, you're smart because I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to find a woman who don't watch nothing about football. Yeah, but that don't mean they're together, guys. Come on. Hussam, does height matter for guys? I mean, from an athletic perspective, I want Project Mbappe, inshallah. I don't want Project LeBron James. And because I'm 6'1", if I marry a 6-foot woman, we might have a 7'3" child, which I do not want. Because the only place he can play is goalkeeper. So I want Project Mbappe. So I need a shorter woman. Almiron. Still Almiron. Still Almiron. Still Almiron. Tomorrow just blocks him. Even if they are a little bit flirty, that doesn't mean they're together, guys. Come on, grow up. Like, literally. Oh, that's why Just a Bank struggles. You know, the only counter for this Just a Bank is grow your wallet. 100%, Aaron. If I'm 6'1" and she's 6 foot, please don't tell me we're going to have a regular ass baby. He's going to come out so big. He's going to come out so big, he'll come out dunking the ball from her stomach. Like, he'd be breaking backboards by the age of 5. Jean, and see how Jean earlier on said he doesn't pay for women? Look at this. I called him out because I know what he's about. I called him out. I tell him, you probably are one of the guys who just looks at a woman and he says, let me take her out on a date because you're an idiot, John. Did I not tell you? I already see what he looks at. He's a bozo. You could already tell. Jean-Pierre, more like Jean Fraud. I called it out from 30 minutes ago. I knew what you were about. See how I just knew? You don't ask about the important things in life. You're just like, oh, she's thick though. So let me take her out for a date. And then you're like, oh my God, women are using me. Why are you going out for her? For her personality? Dumbass. Goal kick. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. Oh, Lisandro Carti. Oh, Lisandro Carti. Thank you, Anissa, but don't generalize because I'll say the same about you. Trapper and a booty clapper. No, never. Keep it halal. As long as we spend the money, more sponsorships better, but we just need to spend it though. Ooh, good question. Didn't I tell you? I already know. I already know what his brain is like. Guys, good question. Answer it while I just get some water. I'd actually confidently say one Harvey Elliott because he's done more than the other three so far. By the way, substitution goalkeeper here. Some guy that his name ends with Ello comes on for Manyan. I'd say Palmer second, Garnacho third, Fabio Vieira fourth. He ain't done enough yet. He ain't done enough yet. Leipzig. Why is everyone saying Leipzig? Who are Leipzig playing even? Leipzig. You guys are really celebrating Leipzig against Young Boys? Why do you care about that game to begin with, Lisa? My God, dude. The way you're saying Leipzig scored, I thought they're playing like Man City or something and they've scored against. Behave, man. She said Leipzig, and I went to go check out who they're playing, and they're playing Young Boys. Who cares, طيب? Guys, 81 minutes into the game, we ain't seen a goal yet. Vel might have been right about this whole Watchalong stuff, because ain't no goal yet. But anyway, listen, big up to Queen Nadra, Red Line of Teranga, Nilotpal, Chris, Jihad, Onana, Elias, Kenneth, Gary, and Christopher for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Right now, hit that like button. Subscribe to This Is Football. Big up everyone who sent in super chat. We'll give you another shout out at the end. Make sure you're all liking and subscribing. And make sure you all come back for the PSG Dortmund game, inshallah. We will be there. 100% Sama. Mia San Mia tomorrow, inshallah. Tonali's crying. This game is as Trudon. You're 100% right. Carvalho can't even start for Leipzig. Kalulu, right? Came on. Crossed in. Oh, cleared. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. Osama, do you think Arsenal finished in the UCL in your honest opinion? Brother, it depends on the draw. These are questions, honestly, I can't answer until the draw happens. I'll give you an example. Round of 16, you draw Real Madrid, you're out. But round of 16, you draw Leipzig, and after that, you get Inter Milan, and after that, blah, blah, blah. You have a bigger chance. So it depends who you get in the draw. Simple as. Yunus Musa. Oh, that's the American player. Fair enough. I thought I don't know why I thought Kalulu came on. No reason. Leao been shit today. Ooh, they steal the ball. Pulisic. Corner. Nope, goal kick. That is actually a goal kick. He's right. Inshallah, they suffer. Well, I'm sorry, brother. As an American, I rate Musa. Pairs. He is very inconsistent. He is. I'm gonna be watching Barca. Dunk on these Belgian farmers. Who's Barca playing? Can't believe they gassed up Isaac, says Lisa. Lisa knows ball. Lisa, you're from South Africa, right? Because I see you in the spaces. I hope United score first for the false hope. Wow. You're such a bad person, Anisa. This shows me a lot about your character. That not only you want them to lose, you want them to get humiliated. It's very weird, the clips. Run the likes, guys. When is Barca playing? Today or tomorrow? Leao, and he messes it up again. Krunic. Zainab, you are 100% right. Unfortunately, the game is boring as hell. That's why I have to sit up here and talk about regular life and teach men about how to impress women and stuff. Big up to you, D2 Trippy, South African. Big up, man. Love South Africa. You guys know I trended in South Africa? Eish. You guys know this? I actually trended in South Africa. This is not Champions League quality, Saeed. Saeed, change your name. Don't make it Saucy Saeed. A'udhu billah. Yeah, I know. You're the South African that's always in my spaces. Big up to you, Lisa. Unspoken Riz lesson. Facts. I'm giving you Riz lessons. Across from Milan, Leao, will you finally do something? No, he won't. Blocked. I'm going to be honest with you. Leao playing against AC Milan today. I'm even tweet that out. Leao playing against AC Milan today. He's been so shit today, man. He's actually been shit. You know, sometimes I do agendas, but like I'm not even doing an agenda. Guys, crap. Leo's genuinely been crap today. Anissa, that's not how it goes. Because if you're married, you wouldn't need Rez. You're already in a relationship. I'll tell you that story, inshallah, in PSG Dortmund. In case that game is boring, I have to be ready. Where's the gaming channel? Hey, I don't know where. You guys know I used to have a gaming channel, but I'll never tell anyone the real name of it. Almiron. Oh, Staffy and Ozzy might have been right if they score here. Saved. From Ello. Win the Arsenal dog. They need to call their dog lose. In the words of Professor Hamza. What do you mean doing clickbait? Giroud saved. Brother, how is this a thing? You could have Riz without being married. First of all, Troops, don't try. Big up Troops in the chat. Number one. Number two, make sure to go subscribe to Troops TV, unless you're living under a rock. Number three, Troops, don't try to group me with you. I'm happy with my hair. I'm happy with my beard. I'm actually trying to grow my beard longer. Because in boring ass games like this, I could do this. I could do this. When the game's boring AF. Large up Troops in the chat, man. Eddie Howe in the Champions League just looks so wrong. It has been a boring game, Yusuf, and that's why I've been giving you life lessons. How to impress a woman. To be fair, my hair ain't grown back that early. It's been like 2 months since I shaved my head bald. So it's not like early, like some people act it's 5 days. A draw is a decent result for Newcastle, more than decent. It will help them get to the Europa League. Man said if we get 136 likes, you'll tell us the name. No, I'm never telling you the name, Big Up Troops. I'm never telling you the name of my gaming channel. This was from a long ass time ago. Like, I'm talking about 7 years ago. Leao's been shit today. Again, Pulisic. You know what it is? This AC Milan front line smells worse. Smells worse than, like, bad smell. I'm not even gonna say anything bad. What the hell, Val? Man said, can I have your shoe? Why do you want Troops' shoe like he's a footballer? Just Tabang not only can't believe we were linked to Pulisic. Let me tell people a quick footballing story. I had my Liverpool beef with the fans from this fan base, content creators. You guys already know who, without me mentioning names, because of Pulisic. Because people wanted to act like Pulisic would have been a good signing. And that's where my beef started with many Liverpool content creators. This roboticism and all acting like anything the club does is correct. STFU, man. Musa. Cleared. Corner. Yes, just a bang. That's where the beef started to begin with. People forget. It was the Pulisic links where I just went on YouTube, went on a big ass rant. Troops would start in United's first team. Eh? Fair enough. Gal, dem wicked, dem wicked, dem wicked. Crossed in. No. I'm 28. 5 minutes extra time. Shit, would I have enough time to go pray? Pulisic. Wide. Reinders, sorry. How do you, isn't that the name of the Santa Claus animals thing? How are you calling your son the thing that Santa Claus rides? That's mad, is it not? Gal dem wicked, dem wicked, dem wicked, dem gal dem wicked, dem wicked, dem wicked. Header, dog. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. Oh, thank you. Yes, Zainab Habibti, I am doing a watch along. Come tune in. Look at Jordi's in the crowd with their shirts off. I believe with you, this was a dead game, man. Can just Tabang tell me what I'm doing clickbait for, please, as well, because he rattled me. Pulisic, Musa, Milan. Oh, Trippier keeps it in play as well. They win the throw-in. Saved from Nick Pope. طيب, how's that clickbait, just Tabang? So when the next game is boring AF, you're gonna tell me, Hussam, why are you not talking to us about some real life shit? Reindeer. We conquered all of Europe. We're never gonna stop. From Paris down to Turkey, we won the lot. Bob Paisley and Bill Shankly, no one's gonna score. I can already tell. This game is dead. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Who's home in the PSG? Almiron, if Newcastle score the winner here, Dan Burn. Anderson, Longstaff wide. That was their chance to score a winner. PSG are at home. Good save from this Ello guy. It's a corner. Wait, if somehow Newcastle score. Nope, Sammy, I love my beard. I'm going to grow it even longer. Malak, Joe, where the hell you been, Joe? Newcastle corner here, Trippier. I don't care about... I've already scheduled the PSG stream, Christopher. Sorry, I'm trying to see some goals. I also want to watch Ugarte. Dem wicked. What's the currency in Jamaica called? Shillings, right? If I'm not mistaken. I swear it's shillings. Croston here from Trippier. Cleared from Ello. Why is the referee consulting VAR? Yeah, the referee has blown the full-time whistle. And it ends 0-0. Lord have mercy on my soul with these boring-ass games, man. I try so hard to make them entertaining, but hey, the game is the game. Anyway, Habibis, as you guys can see on... Whoa, easy there, Tiger. As you guys can see on the screen, we're setting up for our next stream, inshallah, PSG against Borussia Dortmund. I don't even need you to go anywhere. Just stay on this video right here, and it would alone take you to this next watch-along that we're about to do. So just stick around. It's about to be Paris Saint-Germain versus Borussia Dortmund. So we're doing this next game right here. You guys can see on the screen. Hello. We're doing the next game, as you guys can see on the screen, Borussia Dortmund versus PSG. So stick around, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Big up to Kenneth, Elias, Onana, Jihad, Chris, Dinotpal, Red Lion, Nadra, Christopher, and Gary for the super chats. Big up to you guys. And I shall see you guys again, inshallah, for the PSG Dortmund watch along. Stick around, stay here, and it will take you immediately to that stream. I'm going to see you then, inshallah. Peace out.